So, hello everyone. I'm Melil, assistant professor from the Department of Pharmacognosy, Sri Shanmuga College of Pharmacy. So, today's topic is adulteration of crude drugs. Now, before going into the topic, let me tell you one thing clearly. So, this is not just a theory topic. This topic connects directly with the patient safety, drug quality, and the credibility of herbal medicines. So, many students think like pharmacognosy is all about memorizing plant names, like blah blah blah. But the topics like adulteration tells us why a pharmacist is important in society. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. So, herbal medicines are widely used all over the world, especially in India. So, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, all depend only on crude drug. So, unlike synthetic drugs, crude drugs comes from the nature. Okay. So, quality depends on the soil, climate, collection, drying, storage. So, there is always a chance of variation. Okay, if proper care is not taken, so adulteration occurs, and once adulteration enters, the entire therapeutic value changes. So that is why adulteration is considered as a burning problem in herbal industry. Okay, so now let's come to the definition. So adulteration means the debasing of a crude drug. Okay, the debasing of crude drugs. So in simple terms, the original crude drug is either partially replaced or completely replaced or mixed with something unwanted. Okay, the substituted material may be inferior, superior, spurious, or spoiled, useless, or even harmful. So now remember one thing clearly. So adulteration may be intentional or accidental, but in commercial markets the main intention is profit. This is why pharmacognosy stresses so much on identification, evaluation, and standardization. So then let understand the adulteration in very simple way. So imagine you buy milk. If water is added, that's adulteration. Imagine you buy honey. If sugar syrup is added, that is adulteration. So similarly, when you buy a crude drug, if something extra is added or original drug is replaced, so that is called adulteration. So the problem is patient trust on herbal medicines. If adulterated drugs are supplied, treatment fails, trust is lost, and also herbal medicines gets blamed unfairly. Okay, so why adulteration is serious? Okay, so because herbal drugs they do not act immediately, but it shows results slowly. So patients won't realize immediately that something is wrong. So sometimes the drug does not work. Sometimes mild toxicity appears. So sometimes long-term damage occurs, and people include herbal medicines don't work. But the real problem is adulteration of crude drugs. Okay, we move on to the conditions of adulterations. So first is about inferiority. So inferiority is a natural condition. It is simply we can say natural substandard conditions. Okay, so the plant itself is genuine, but the active constituents are low and quality does not meet standards. Okay, so reason for this inferiority is about poor soil and improper climate, and wrong harvesting time. So this can be avoided by proper cultivation and selection. So next is about the spoilage. Okay, so spoilage occurs due to the uh, moisture, fungi, and insects, bacteria. So improper drying and storage are the main reasons for this spoilage. So spoiled drugs are having a loss activity and may become a toxic. So such drugs should be completely rejected. Okay. So next is about a deterioration. So deterioration happens slowly. So due to the aging, exposure to the light and heat, air, sometimes active constituents are deliberately removed, and the remaining materials is sold again. So this is very common with the volatile containing drugs. They may look same, but medicinal value is gone. Okay, so now let's see why adulteration happens. Okay, the reasons are commonly asked in sometimes in short notes, 5 more questions. Viva. Okay, so first is scarcity of crude drugs. Okay, so many medicinal plants grow only in specific regions, or seasonal, or are slow growing. When demand increases and supply decreases, sellers look for shortcuts. So similar looking plants or materials are supplied instead. Okay, so this is very common with the roots, barks, and rare flowers. So scarcity is one of the biggest cause of adulteration. Okay, so next is high price in market. Okay, so high price in market. When a crude drug is costly, adulteration becomes very common. So best example for this is saffron. So pure saffron is extremely expensive. Okay, so it is mixed with safflower, colored fibers, and also same like sandalwood, musk, and agarwood. So higher the price, higher the adulteration risk. Okay, so that's the concept. So next is side effects and deforestation. Okay, so unwanted adverse effect and deforestation. So some genuine drugs may cause side effects. So instead of a proper dose control, people use substitutes. Okay, so also deforestation plays a major role due to the urbanization and climate change and over collection. So many medicinal plants are becoming endangered. When plants disappear, adulteration take their place. Okay, so next is about incorrect identification. So it means collectors are not always trained pharmacists. Okay, so many times it may be villages or forest workers or traders. So collect plants based on their local names. So similar looking plants are confused easily. So this leads to unintentional adulteration, which is equally harmful. Okay, so then so next is about admixture. Okay, admixture is usually accidental. Examples like soil mixed with the roots, stones mixed with the crude drugs. It is occurs due to the careless collection and improper cleaning. So though accidental, it is still reduces the quality. Then sophistication. Sophistication is an simply it is an intentional cheating. Here materials are carefully prepared to look genuine. For example, sir, ginger powder plus starch, ginger powder with starch and artificial coloring added. At first glance, it looks original, but chemically and therapeutically, it is inferior. Okay, this is one of the most dangerous practices. Okay, so sophistication is one of the dangerous practices roaming in the herbal industry. Okay, next is about substitution. So substitution means complete replacement. Okay, so cheap material is supplied instead of a genuine drug. For example, cotton seed oil instead of olive oil. This is done by purely of profit. Okay, so with this, we have finished the reasons and the conditions of adulteration, and also the introductions of adulteration of crude drug. I hope you understood this section well. We continue with the remaining types and methods in the next part. So thank you.